Beneath the sands of western Hydaelyn, far below the ground, the Copperbell Mines linger. A stain on Uldah's history, its cavernous depths rich with mineral wealth have remained sealed for 300 years, hiding the sins of the past. Uldah's legacy is rooted in the fall of multiple nations, from which it rose. Their legacy and its own, complicated and full of transgressions. The Copperbell Mines were and are a rich source of mithril, a practical and valuable metal found deep beneath the earth. Over 3 centuries ago, the then rulers of Uldah, the Thorn Dynasty, bought Hecaton-Kyries as slaves to toil in the mines as laborers with pick and hammer, using subjugation magics likely of ancient Beledian descent, woven into the helms to enslave them. Great wealth was extracted from the mines for many years, but slowly, over time, the magics of the restraining helms weakened, until in 1272 of the 6th Astral Era, the Hecaton-Kyries broke free of their slave masters' control and began a revolt against them. The overseers of the mine, panicking, retreated from the onslaught, and deliberately collapsed the entrance of the mine behind them, locking the Hecaton-Kyries deep underground to die. But life is more tenacious than that. Subsisting on giant worms, fungi, and living fossils, the Hecaton-Kyries survived, still seething with madness and rage against those who had wronged them, and biding their time beneath the desert of Hydaelyn. But sadly, all too often is history forgotten or obfuscated. The upper levels of Copperbell remained primarily intact, but were quickly drained of all their valuable mineral wealth. And so the mine was abandoned for centuries, until modern times, when the Amagina and Sons mineral concern, desperate for new veins of ore in the wake of the 7th Umbral Calamity, renewed excavation and mining there. Setting their sights on the possible vast mithril deposits that lay below, and leveraging new excavation technologies, they sought to dig deeper, eventually finding the collapsed entrance of the mine's depths. Blowing it wide with explosive sands, when the smoke cleared, they found to their horror that they were greeted not by riches, but by an outpouring of Hecaton-Kyries, at last free from the lightless realm they had survived in for so long, and seeking revenge. Fleeing for their lives and unable to contend with such a threat, the mineral concern turned to the Adventurers Guild for aid in quelling the rampaging Hecaton-Kyries. Delving into the depths, adventurers put to rest what they thought was the entire group of giants. Some moons later, though, as excavation of the mines began once more, a band of Amagina engineers went missing, with their last message requesting aid cut off mid-transmission. Again, adventurers were called upon, and they fought through the mines, slaying Oranos, the king of the Hecaton-Kyries of Copperbell, at long last putting their tragic tale to bed. However, all was not at peace above ground, as the mineral concern demanded reparations from the Adventurers Guild for losses sustained from their failure to slay all the Hecaton-Kyries in the first place. A matter arbitrated by the Order of Nald Thal, the adjudicators of law in Uldah, who dictated both parties should share the burden equally. A brighter and safer future for the workers of Uldah was secured in the freeing of Copperbell, a new source of wealth and resources sorely needed in recent days. Even so, one cannot ignore the injustice of it all. Even if required, the killing of the Hecaton-Kyries is a fate brought upon them by Uldah's own legacies and immorality. In Copperbell, we see that expedient or callous acts have consequences that long outlive those who perpetrate them. This content was brought to you by the Eorzean Archives. If you enjoyed this video, help us please the 12 by leaving a like and subscribing for new content every Thursday, and comment down below with any topic you'd like to see our archons cover in the future. For even more content, discussion, and exclusives, please check out our Discord and consider supporting us on Patreon.